What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Thing Goes back again for another video. And today, I know I've been going hard on the Invincible content, but today I'm not going to talk about, I might make an Invincible video later, but this ain't what we're going to be doing. I ain't going to talk about no Invincible, no anime, no manga, nothing like that. What I'm going to talk about is more personal to me. Now, the one thing I hate is when video games get canceled, TV shows get canceled prematurely, a book series doesn't get to finish. I hate stuff that gets canceled and don't get finished. Now yesterday, me and my girl was talking on the phone, and when we was talking, man, we just went over a couple video games that got canceled that kind of like bugged me. Like, for example, there was a 007 game that was supposed to come out. I forgot exactly what it was called, but it was supposed to come out in like 2009, 2010. It was being developed by Raven Software. Had Daniel Craig's likeness. It was supposed to be a sequel to Bloodstone, I believe. I ain't really like Bloodstone like that, but this game did look like it was going to be turned up. And I really like Raven Software. They're the ones that made one of my favorite Wolfenstein games. And they made a lot of good shooters back in the day. And they made the X-Men Origins Wolverine video game that was 10 times better than the movie itself. You know, so I really like Raven Software, and to know that they was working on a 007 game that didn't get released kind of bugged me a little bit. And then we also talked about Crash Landed, which was a Crash Bandicoot video game that y'all already know how I'm a huge fan of Crash Bandicoot, and I'm glad that we getting a new Crash Bandicoot video game, the mainline series with Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. But way back in between the long hiatus of Crash, where I kept telling people there was going to be a new Crash, and people kept telling me, bro, nigga, there ain't going to be a new Crash. There was a Crash Bandicoot game being developed by Radical Entertainment and the same people that made the Prototype franchise, which is an amazingly underrated and great open world superhero game. Actually, not even superhero, you played a villain. But yeah, they made Prototype and they made the Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction. Those same developers was working on a brand new rebooted Crash Bandicoot game. It had its own style. It just looked wacky and goofy. It looked very fun, looked beautiful. The art style looked like it would have been a trendsetter, and just amazing for even last generation, for the PS3. And yeah, it was supposed to come out in like 2010, but it got canceled. So, you know what I'm saying, just talking about that, it made me think about another video game that I really would have enjoyed playing, and I know a lot of other people would have enjoyed it as well. And I don't really see too many videos, or really any videos at all on YouTube talking about that. And that video game is Fear and Respect. Now, Fear and Respect was a video game that was supposed to focus on a young guy growing up in South Central Los Angeles. And you was pretty much just gonna be growing up in hood life. You know, you was gonna be growing up in a very bad, rough, hard environment, showing you what it was like, you know, growing up in the hood, man. And it was gonna star Snoop Dogg. He was gonna lend his likeness and his voice acting talent to play the main character in the video game Fear and Respect. And get this, it was going to be written and directed by John Singleton, bruh. Now, you already know John Singleton is a legend when it comes to creating hood movies. He like the hood god, bro, when it comes to making hood movies, man. This guy, the latest project that he worked on, RIP to the great John Singleton, bro, gone way too soon, man. He also, he actually created and wrote Snowfall, the series that's still currently going strong on FX, that not a lot of people talk about that as well. That is an amazing show, and it's entering in its 4th season really soon. But unfortunately, John Singleton passed around season 2, so he won't be able to, he left an outline for the series, so they're going to be able to keep it going, but unfortunately he's not going to be there directing and overseeing the project like he did with the first 2 seasons. But as you know, he made Boys in the Hood, Baby Boy, Poetic Justice. The guy is an excellent writer, and he really knows about that lifestyle from growing up in it as a kid, and recording it himself with his own camera in the hood, you know, being able to see it and, you know, making stories about it, and becoming one of the youngest and most successful writers and directors of all time. John Singleton is a legend and a role model for guys like myself. I really look up to him, and I really enjoy his movies, man. And he was supposed to be writing and directing Fear and Respect, the video game that I'm talking about right now that was supposed to be starring Snoop Dogg, and like I said, following a young man as he grows up in the hood in Los Angeles, man, South Central. This is so fucking crazy. Like, this game was gonna be an open world third-person shooter, and it was gonna be pretty much in direct competition with games like San Andreas. Like, bruh, this probably would have been the spiritual successor to San Andreas, taking what that game did, further developing it, and telling a much more focused narrative, focusing way more on the hood, because, you know, San Andreas started off that way, but then you just started doing some whole other shit. But it's still an amazing game. But this game probably would have took what the groundwork that San Andreas laid and built upon it and made it a much better game. Like, at least the story too, man. Like I said, John Singleton was writing and directing. Like, the possibilities are endless when you think about what this game could have been. Now, there's a couple of screenshots, a couple of pictures of concept art, and a short gameplay clip. But yeah, man, that's all we really got. The Midway was going to be developing it, and there was so much support for this game before it even came out the door that I remember at I think it was the Video Game Awards in 2004 or 5. I think it was 2004. John Singleton and Snoop Dogg actually came out on stage to announce it. There was a whole cover spread talking about it for Game Informer with Snoop Dogg's likeness, how he was going to look in the game on the cover. You know what I'm saying? There was articles, people was outlets, news outlets, they was talking about it, they was excited for it. It was supposed to be a launch title for the Xbox 360. It was also going to come out on PS2, GameCube, Wii, pretty much everything. You know what I'm saying? Except for the PlayStation 3. And yeah, it just looked like everything was going smooth. They even got a movie deal by Paramount that signed on. They was gonna make a movie shortly after the game. Like, everything looked like it was going smooth, and all of a sudden it got canceled. Now, I tried to look it up. I tried to see if I could find any news or any details as to why the game got canceled, but you would be surprised, man. It's not really that much talking about it. Like, nobody really knows why this game got canceled. If anybody know why this game got canceled, they know about it, let me know in the comments, man. It's fucked up. But yeah, it got canceled, man, and it just sucks that we never could have seen what could have been. It seemed like all the ingredients, all the recipe was just mixed perfectly for success for this game. I'm telling you right now, this shit would have sold like hotcakes, bro. There's a market for this stuff. There's a market for like black entertainment, like hood games, stuff like that. Bro, it's a reason why San Andreas is still as popular as it is to this day. It's a reason why niggas still want an honest to God good sequel to Def Jam Fight for New York, bro. Like, it is a reason, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, why motherfuckers be playing True Crime Streets of LA and True Crime New York still to this day, bruh. It is a reason, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, but NBA Street, all this shit, like, bruh, it's a market for this shit, bro. It's a market for this shit. Whatever category, whatever genre you want to do, it is a market for black games, bruh. And this could have been the creme de la creme. This could have been the tizzy at the top, bruh. Like, this shit could have been so good. Oh God, so good. And it sucks. It sucks that it never got to see the light of day, man. So if you never knew about this game, I hope that this video made you think about it, made you want to look it up, check it out. It's bittersweet, because like I said, the more you look at it, the more you're gonna get angry and frustrated like me that we never actually got to play it or see it. Like, bro, when you look at the screenshots, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, they got Snoop Dogg hiding behind cover, look like he aiming his gun. You know, the third person mechanics taking cover. You got clips of him like smoking a blunt, bro, fat ass blunt too, sitting in the car chilling with his niggas, bro. You know, they getting ready, they getting strapped, bro. They doing drive-bys, bro. Like, now I'm not trying to say I'm to glorify all this violence. You know what I'm saying? Probably would have fucked some kids up to play this shit at a young age. But come on, bro. Like, it is what it is, bro. It's just a game, bro. It's just a fucking game. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was back in the time when motherfuckers was most sensitive about this shit. I mean, they still be trying to blame Grand Theft Auto for a lot of the shit that happened in the world. Man, this motherfuckers, it's so old, it's such a tired argument, but it's still motherfuckers that be trying to blame Grand Theft Auto for violence and stuff to be happening with kids today. But look, bro, it's just a game, and I think the video game industry as a whole would have really benefited if this game released. Fear and Respect. Check it out, look it up, man. Let me know what you think about this video. If you heard about this game, like I said, if you got some more news on it, put it in the comments, man. Let's talk about it. Would you have played this game? Does this sound like something you would have been into, man? Let me know what you think, bro. Like, dislike, comment, hit that bell to be notified for more videos like this one. And I hope you're having a good day, night, wherever you are, guys. And until next time, peace. R.I.P. to John Singleton.